What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. It has been a good while since we've come back and done this. Oh, it's telling us blow the man down. Didn't we complete this? Yeah, we completed this quest. Go us. Jeez, what did we do last video? It's been a while since I played this game last. Jeez, it has been too long since I played this game last. My bad. Neketaka, that's where we're going to next. Last video, we were at Fort, I think it was called Deadlight, something like that. Yeah, Fort Deadlight. Took out that pirate that attacked us at the very beginning of the game, and now we're back out sailing the I almost said 7 seas. I don't know how many seas are in this game, but we're gonna keep going with the main quest chain. Gonna set our target for I think it's called Neketaka. Oh wait, what did we just do? But yeah, so we defeated that pirate at the very beginning. So go us. That was a really long video, and then I just got distracted. This game, I like this game. It's not it hasn't really pulled me in yet, so I've kind of let it fall to the wayside. I'm really gonna try and not let that happen. I apologize to anybody who's actually enjoyed this Let's Play. But all in all, the series is back. That's weird that we're here on deck. Huh. Interesting. Let's go back out and embark. And well, we gotta find a bigger ship because I want to do some pirate stuff, and we can't really pirate in our current ship. It's got a problem that we get destroyed. Okay. Or a message from Captain Ferrante. Oh, interesting. Let's read it. Dear Watcher, I find myself in need of someone with your particular brand of talents as our last business transaction went so grandly. I appreciate the opportunity to hire you again. If you are interested, please convene with me in Dunnage? I don't know. To our fortunate proceedings, Captain Ferrante. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Let's check our quests, actually. Journal. And Symbols of Death. So, yeah, it's a little outside of our level range. Let's land here and check out this little island. Check out the burial site first. Come across upon a flight of wide steps that descend deep into the earth. Chill area. Up on the stairs, it smells faintly of dust and cold steel. Let's search the location, and let me guess, we find nothing. Ring of minor protection. Oh, cool. Let's keep searching. Another 2 hours. Find nothing of value. All right, that's enough. As you travel... Jeez, why can't I not read? Oh, are we injured? Oh, we are. Gaping wound. Gaping wound. We need to camp and get rid of some of those. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of sandy Islet? I don't know. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and horse. A crowd throngs the bridge, and eclectic menagerie of clean-coated Valians. What is with the words in this game? God damn it, I can't read. In bright and colorful robes, and even in old Orlin. Down the hill by the water's edge, a small cluster of Aumawa have gathered. Let's walk under the bridge. The bridge seems relatively new, a little worn for something on the coast. The flat slats are utterly without ostentation, the structure crafted solely for functionality. The quiet murmur of conversation rises as you approach, entirely overwhelming the susuru. I'm seeing words for the first time I've never seen before. An Orlan, his deep brown fur, a close match to the boards beneath your feet, approaches you and doffs a wide-brimmed hat and bows. Greetings, stranger. Come to eye the race. A race? These people came here to watch a race. The Orlan grins. Ain't from around here, are ya? His red Syrian accent suggests that he isn't either. It's a local tradition, a swim race up the Osa Channel after a big storm when the current's at its strongest. Winter gets, he scratches the back of his head, some kind of gegao or some such bragging rights to it. He smiles, rubbing his fingers together as if to indicate coin, but for us foreign, non-swimming types, there's a bit of action in betting. Let's watch the race. Can I participate in the race? People put money on this race. Approach. Yeah, can I participate? He scratches the top of his head. Not really sure. Can't say it's up to me either way. You'd want to talk to them down by the riverside. Well, let's go talk to the people near the water. From the shore, you see the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The Wana gathered here, garbed in thin robes and little else, watch you as you approach. One steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colors than those around her. She raises an eyebrow. You look an islander born and bred, but you're no Juana. She nods towards the bridge. If you come to watch, the better viewings from the bridge. Deadfire Archipelago, +1 dexterity. Examine the competitors, which requires insight and perception. 15, actually, yeah, I mean, really 15 is about the strongest any of us have. Success. The largest of them, a bald woman, is all muscle. She'd be menacing in a fight, but in the water, the bulk might slow her down. One of them, a man with tightly curled blonde hair, combines lean muscle with a compact frame as he stretches his... he watches the water as if it were an old friend. You doubt that third, a gangly teen, should even be here. A light wind might carry him away. I'd like to join the race. Several of the gathered want to chuckle. The woman merely smiles, bowing her head slightly, challenging Osa. It is always done by God damn, I cannot pronounce this word. Almawa to prove strength and stamina in the water. I stay afraid it may be too much for another kith. Let's see here. What's this? History. I thought the Wana were traditionally a welcoming people, so you're afraid of losing. Is that bluff? Oh yeah, that's definitely my skill set. One of the swimmers snorts. We fear nothing, Akara. Then let the foreign elf swim. The woman turns back to you. If you wish to swim, then swim you should. The water and strip down. I have to get naked for this. I think I'll get my clothes on for speed. Let's go to the water. You shrug off your brine-crusted clothes and lay your belongings on the rock. I'll keep close watch on your possessions. Aloth nods and lays a hand on your discarded clothes. You spring off the stone and crash into the cool, crisp salt water with the other swimmers. Partial success, okay? As you kick and pull, the current pushes back with the strength of a bear. You keep pace with the Wana, though your muscles burn with the effort. One of the Wana you notice struggles to remain in the pack. No, he's struggling just to stay above water. His desperate gasps carry down the channel. Yeah, we don't have that. Keep swimming for the goal. Yeah, we're going for the we're going for goal. I'm a pirate, man. I'm not a charity case. I'm here to win. You swim on, nothing, noting the muscular bald woman break away and head back for the struggling swimmer. Your goal looms closer. You give it your all, but it's not even close. You cross the line after 4 others. Oh, jeez, I suck. Panting naked, you pull yourself onto the shore and walk back towards the bridge to collect your belongings. The people on the bridge above cheer and applaud. The crowd on the bridge thins and commotion dies down. Your journey continues. Alright, well, that was fun. I mean, you suck, but... Okay, so we can buy stuff here. Hagfish, silverfin, and water. Really, we look good on water and everything. Yeah, we don't need to retrain. Yeah, I don't know what to sell. I mean, really, do we need an like 7 arquebuses? Arquebi? Let's sell 5. Oh, wow, we get like 1,000 for that? Okay, wow, that's not bad. Just gonna kind of get rid of a lot of this crap that we really don't need. At least that I think we don't need. That'll work. Vendor inventory discount on items 50%. I still don't get how the shop inventory works. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I understand it more now. I'm dumb. Now we should be good. Keep searching this island. Alright, let's camp, actually, because we need to heal up. Okay, let's see here. I do not want to drop my dexterity, but I'll give him some grog. Fresh fruit, and everyone else fresh fruit. And check out crafting. Luminous Audra Potion. Luminous Audra Potion. God, I cannot speak. Solution. Reagent and Luminous Audra Dust. Ooh, I made a potion. I'm not entirely sure how to use those, but... let's rest and heal up our... That should have taken care of the injuries of the characters. I should have way more money than that. Now that I think about it. I probably sold way more money's worth than that merchant had, now that I think about it. Oh well. Yell at me if that's what I did down in the comments.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
Hey, it's Ellie.
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm. You are alone. And then you are not.
I'll say, I love how Ashley Johnson voices this. I absolutely love her voice.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He's draining souls from the veins of luminous Audra. He's stomping around the Deadfire, yanking up souls like a giant Audra soul magnet. It's too early to be sure, but his behavior is suspicious. I can't follow Aelithis around if you're going to keep dragging my soul. Yeah, let's be a little lippy. I'm not a big fan of these guys.
Wheel should the whim take me.
Why are you pronouncing whim like Stewie Griffin, like whim? Whim. Why? Cool whip.
Her wan face contorts into what on mortal kith might be called a smile. On her, the effect is more akin to a rotting pumpkin caving in upon itself.
Ew.
Do not give me cause to doubt your commitment, Watcher.
Yeah, I'm not going to be totally honest with them.
Time is short, and your soul dangles in the balance.
I don't like you.
Her wan face contorts into what on mortal kith might be called a smile.
What?
On her, the effect is more akin to a rotting pumpkin caving in upon itself.
Do not give me cause to doubt your commitment, Watcher.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
Hell is talking.
From out of Wodaka's
Oh, there we go.
shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was.
Oh, gross.
He does not speak, but stares up at Wodaka, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodaka steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
Okay, I should cast a sly look at the pallid knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
If you think that's the appropriate solution, I won't stand in your way. Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of what the plan is. I'm pretty sure we need that. You would destroy Aora for what? Spite? I'm pretty sure we need that.
From the shape nearest Bareth.
The lava is too large to be moved, and Kaltha too quick to be caught, even for a god of Wodaka's strength and apparent lunacy.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
What kind of precautions do you suggest? I don't care what you do. Just put me back in my body so I can get this charade over with.
Knight tilts her head to the side and gives you the long-suffering, narrow-eyed look of a parent dealing with a particularly disappointing child.
That's me.
No.
You bitch.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
I'm staying out of this.
Shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wodaka suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harren, the man who tormented his dear niece, Alice. curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Time to end Aethys may only make things worse. He's too dangerous. Again, I'm staying out of this. I really don't care what you do. I just want to be left the hell alone to be a pirate.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Absorbed his children? I don't understand.
Pallid Night casts a cold, cutting glare in Magran's direction.
Magran speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Oh, fuck you.
Waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted.
Yeah, there's no need to destroy the world.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
It was bullshit. I'll do what I can. I only do this because I must. We'll see about that.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Alright, well, we're, back. Frederick is here. I still have my awesome cape. Brown cape, potion of minor healing, we'll take that. Rope grappling hook, I'll take that. Endless paths, elements of whisper. Take those. My personal inventory. I have a pet. But I already have a pet active. I don't need another pet. I'll just put that in our more of our inventory. It's clothing, armor, food and drink, consumables, ingredients, other, and quest items. There we go. That's actually what I wanted. Ring of minor protection, fortitude, reflex, will. Ooh. We'll just, okay, I thought my game froze there for a second. I was freaking out a little bit. Four hours sleep at a go. Kill me now.
I'm glad to see you in good health, my lord.
How did I get a ship in the first? Yeah, how did I get a ship?
In ruins, there was little purpose in waxing sentimental over the rubble. I was able to salvage enough of your treasure and wealth to afford the purchase of the Defiant and the hire of a small crew.
How are you able to do that when you're basically a stone bust?
Unfortunately, that consumed the remainder of your once considerable assets. Under the circumstances, I hoped you would not object.
I stand by my question. How do you do that when you're a stone bust?
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
See your companion. Okay, let's talk to our companions, I guess. He gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it
I
appears.
enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Simpler than explaining your involvement with the laden key. Absolutely. Keeping it alive. Blah, blah, blah. Lonelier, you seem to care for them, but they didn't really know you.
I'm working against one of the most secretive organizations in all of Aora. One with a rather troubled history as far as animancy is concerned. That's not the sort of thing one shares with new friends.
He pauses and shifts his shoulders as if working out a kink.
I take no pleasure in duplicity.
Remind me, how do we know one another?
The steward told me about your incident at Cadnua.
He cocks his head and gives you a searching look.
This took a piece of your soul. I suppose it's only natural to lose a few memories along with it. You and I met in Gilded Vale, shortly after your arrival in Deerwood and in the midst of my run-in with the locals.
He gives you a tight, uncomfortable smile. I remember Islimir accused a man of indiscretions with his own sister. Yes, Islimir called someone a sister fucker.
Just so.
Damn it, I should have gone with the other one. His mouth quirks into a small grin, even as the tips of his ears turn pink.
I was with you as you sought Theos and answers regarding your awakening.
He clasps his hands and takes a deep breath.
You helped me come to terms with mine. Thanks to you, I learned to assert myself over Islimir. She hasn't troubled me since.
I'm glad you're doing better. That's insight.
Back to our journey across the Deerwood. We pursued Theos and discovered the leaden key at the center of Widewind's legacy.
He frowns and a deep crease appears between his eyebrows.
More importantly, a millennia-old conspiracy to conceal the true origins of the gods.
Bit of trickery on the part, yet so little change. People at Deerwood continue with no knowledge of the greater forces at work.
Surprised me.
His expression turns thoughtful, and after a long pause, he looks back at you.
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brow.
To undo them.
Wait, that's what you've been doing? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Just make sure you can never again commit an atrocity like Waiden's Legacy. What is Waiden's Legacy? Widespread blight, unknown origin, in which babies in Deerwood begin to be born without souls, so named because it's... Okay. Yeah, we don't want that to happen again. He gives you a wan smile.
More difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. Or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Easy, sure. I led you right into the prison, to the prison of the gods. We'll have to stand on our own eventually. You'll have a sense of purpose when you began. Don't lose it. Some way I can help.
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
Maybe he has an address book. Too bad you burned. Ader points affably in your situation. He gives you an appreciative smile, but his mind is clearly elsewhere. Lighthearted.
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces.
Every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
You help them, right? There are too many idiots in this world anyways.
I can't blame the villagers. After all, they were led into it. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow to you.
Tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
He gives you a sly look. Clever. It seems like one of Theos's dirty tricks. I'd expect you to act with honor. I said so. Clever.
At first, the old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist as if the words themselves have a bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches in between pale, rigid fingers. Now you feel responsible. Is that it? Maybe you should have left them alone. You couldn't have known that would happen. This isn't your fault. You barely understood the ritual. How did you expect to stop it? You tried to do the right thing. That's what matters. Yeah.
In the end, the villagers suffered more because of my actions.
He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
Wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Villagers have found a way to live with the ritual in time. Perhaps they would have changed it on their own. The villagers chose this. They're to blame here, not you.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Animancers have to do with any of this? Yeah, we'll talk later.
Hey.
See what's up with Eder.
Some memories, huh?
Or Eder, however you pronounce his name. What are your thoughts on Aothis at the moment? How do you like that? Yeah, how do you like Deadfire?
It's different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels. Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I wish I was home.
What are your thoughts on Athos at the moment? What did you do after we ended the legacy?
Knowing we'd stopped Theos. We were part of something big. That was something I never felt before. Not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. I looked all around the Deerwood, but that place has too many ghosts for me. Things I'd just as soon forget. Ended up moving to Adir and tracking down my parents. They went there as refugees after the war ended.
Find a way to be useful?
Yes. Adir, they still got some bad blood with Deerwood. Goes back to the Revolution. Some Adirans like to give Deerwoodans a hard time they get the chance. With my folks, a group came along and tried to take their land. Made a phony claim to it.
What did you do?
Them and we had a friendly negotiation. One fella, I don't think he'll ever be able to look to his right again. But we came to an understanding. My folks, well, they didn't see me the same after that. I think they'd have rather given up the land than have it come to violence. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things.
Well, let's get moving. Am I just stuck down here? Or can we go back out to the outside? There we go. Let's see if there he is. Looking for the little hairy guy.
If you be having a tick, Cap, I'll be thinking that if I be dragging you into these depths, you deserve the full sounding.
This about Romario, I take it, and I'm happy to listen. It's about time, Seraphin.
When I were a wee swabby, fresh to the sea, it were Romaro that showed me the ropes and rigging. More than that, he kept his weather eye open for me.
He plucks at the fur at his elbow.
Sea be a right poxy ore on occasion, and life aboard the Sorcerer, that and more. Malnage, our ship hunter, she were all wet and bothered for doing me harm. And Romaro, he protected me. Mentored me too. Learned me letters and navigation. Handed down the Principe traditions. In time, we became close as kin or closer. And the sorcerer, my family.
How did Romero end up in trouble with the Principe? You told me a lot about you two, but not much. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling like he was romantically involved.
You be feeling a bit of the old envy?
He grins, bumping his elbows twice in quick succession.
Hey, we never shared a bunk. Not that I'd have kicked him out of a hammock, but, like I said, we be family. He never took advantage.
How did Romero end up in trouble with the Principe? You told me a lot about you two, but not much about him. What did this Malnage, or why did this Malnage hurt you? Yeah.
Well, only knows, Cap. She treated me like my mere presence gave offense. Right, fantastic fucking question, Cap.
He scowls and plants across a closed fist in an open palm.
Word out with mutiny. But I'll be putting about as much stock in that as a dockside doxy for manners. Well, no, I don't normally be singing no praises of veracity, Cap. But in the matter of Romero, I'll be hunting the truth.
You told me a lot about the two of you. I promise we'll find him.
I'll be holding you to it.
He bows.
Captain, what can I do you for?
Flirt. Wait, so can I go around romancing my companions? Is this a BioWare game? I have to get my fill in this. Apparently Anthem won't be having romanceable companions. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's so new to me. It's a BioWare game with no romanceable companions. I need to start playing Dragon Age again. Oh, I also have the original KOTOR on Steam now that I think about it. You received an important missive from Captain Aldis. So you had a little run-in with Ben, and then you dragged it to my doorstep. You could have wiped your feet before you stomped in, but I digress. I know what you did, and I know who you are. And unlike my unfortunately blockheaded second in command, I recognize a threat when it smacks me upside the head. So this is me. God damn it. So this is me, Captain Aldis, commander of the Goddamn New Blood Principe, leader of the second largest fleet of pirates in the God's fucking Deadfire, inviting you, a terrifyingly powerful and strange watcher, to come and meet with me under the strictest parley at Fort Deadlight, which is to say, I promise not to gut you when you arrive for dinner and drinks. Looking forward to having a little hearthside chat. I would like to offer you a partnership of the most glorious and goriest variety. I scratch your back, you gut my enemies from hip to jaw. We laugh about their deaths over a bottle of the finest rums. Oh, and when you come, bring some candied nuts. Your newest and dearest friend, Aldis. P.S. This is not a trap. Right. Well, okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, I've said this. I mean, I'm not gonna go all, like super, kill everyone pirate. But I'm not playing a good guy in this campaign. I'm not gonna be like everyone must die. We're gonna loot a bunch of innocent merchants or whatever, unless we, really want to. But for the most part, I'm playing the good side of neutral. But I have no qualms about hearing what they want to know or hearing them out. The desert wind carries that sentence that I just said is really now. I suck. I'm sorry. The desert wind carries a sibilant. God damn it. To your ears from the cannon ahead, punctuated by cracks and pops. It reminds you of eggs on a hot pan or a fire in dry brush. The low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Let's listen carefully using our perception. Success. The sound resolves into a rhythmic chittering, slowly and cyclically raising and falling. It sounds like a chorus of voices, inhuman voices. Search for the presence of other minds. Seraphine's eyes slide close and breathing slows. You feel the faint tingle of the Cypher's abilities probing the edge of your own soul before turning outwards. Seraphine's eyes slide close and breathing slows. Oh wait, I already read that. ICAP got twixt 3 and 5 minds ahead. One of them be right goddamn big and twice as hungry. Seraphine growls. Continue cautiously forward. Ooh. You carefully enter the desert canyon, keeping the shade cast by the tall, standing stones. Ahead of you, a group of Seraps chant, hopping back and forth on skinny legs, shaking their spears. Nested between them rises a black leathery form of a drake. The creature's wings rise above it as it tears the corpse of a boar at its feet. Yeah, let's return the way we came. Let's not piss off the dragon. Anyone else think that's a good idea? Let's keep heading to food and water are consumed per day by your crew. You will need to replenish these resources by finding press to manage your ship. Restock your food and drink by purchasing. Okay. Let's check out our ship. Our food. Oh, we are low on food now that I look at it. Well, let's just put a lot more hardtack up there, and bam, we're way back. We're way filled up on food. Can I split this? Let's put this ale up there. I have to learn how to split this stuff. Linen sails. Where'd the... There it is. Haha. We're flying those because we're pirates. But alright, now we got plenty of food and water. I still want to get a better ship, because mostly just because I really want to do some pirating. Alright, got an achievement there. Let's check out this new place. Nekataka Deep Spring Fon Prima 2823. Oh, we're being approached. Uh-oh. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armed Aumawa. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbor master looks you up and down with pursed lips. She looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Aumawa cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
As her attention returns to you, the Aumawa's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
I have no idea how to pronounce that. bales of it. So many bales. Let's do this. Let's try and. Okay. Don't worry, Sister Shirley. You can let me through. The Harbor Master face twists in annoyance. She takes a half step closer to you.
Okora May, Rika. No one gets through without good reason. Not even locals.
The women and men behind the Harbor Master set their jaws and straighten their backs at their leader's words. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain of the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Them. Show them what you are.
Concentrate on folding the edge of the in-between. I'm a watcher, the Herald of Bareth. Watcher and Herald of Bareth. The whole Deadfire is in danger. Please let me pass. Yeah. Fuck you, Bareth.
Look, I've heard enough. If you value your life, get back on your ship and head for open sea.
The Harbor Master gestures towards your boat. The women and men behind her nod and murmur in agreement. The nausea continues to build inside you, blood pounding against your skull. Again, the woman's voice. Again, the chimes.
Help you.
I really hate you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of chimes becomes clear, rhythmic. 2 successive peals, followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes and the Harbor Master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention and yelling in your face, but you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
I think we're freaking people out.
You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat fucking freaky style.
Alright, well, now that we've landed and everything, we'll explore the city and all that in the next video. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little us just kind of running around. We finally got to this city. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, you hit that like button, you leave me a comment. All that stuff helps me with the YouTube algorithms and all that. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me know that I'm doing what you guys like and all that stuff. If you ever want to chat with me, follow everything I do, not just here on the channel, but also my written content. You can follow me over on Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Those are great places to not only like I said, not only follow me, but also get a hold of me and all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, my name is AJ Gels. This is the Deadfire Gaming Channel. I'm out.